Hi there, my name is Izzy, and today I'll be discussing what I believe to be the best way to deal with the harms of hate speech, misinformation, and disinformation are on social media. So, just a quick overview: hate speech is anything that's inciting hatred, publicly inciting hatred, public being social media platforms. Disinformation is a deliberate attempt to falsely state something with the intention of causing harm, and misinformation is wrong information, but it's not deliberate, and the person who's spreading it might not know that it's false or harmful, but it can still be harmful nonetheless. The question becomes, should the government regulate or doing more to regulate social media's guidelines on hate speech, misinformation, and disinformation? And yes, absolutely they should be doing more, because currently I can't find anything that they are doing to target this. And I know we live in a democratic society where we believe that we value free speech quite highly, but that doesn't mean that people can't be wrong at the same time. And the government could be doing more to help teach people about misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech, and how to navigate around these new concepts. And it all lies in education, right? So talking about education, what role should media literacy education play in protecting society from harms? I think education is extremely important, and cyber literacy should be targeted to elderly individuals and children as top priority, teaching people what it is and how to navigate around it in very layman terms that everyone can understand. I also believe that platforms should help do what they can to mitigate some of the confusion around misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech. Platforms themselves could be doing a lot more to regulate their own agendas. One thing that I think would be extremely beneficial would be universal guidelines across all platforms, with universal punishments, saying that if you post something across all of these platforms, Twitter, Instagram, all their guidelines around hate speech, misinformation, and disinformation are the same, and they all carry the same punishment, which could be a temporary ban, it could be a warning, it could be a fine, anything like that. I think it should all be universal, though, across every single platform, and that could be regulated by the government to say what is allowed and what is not allowed. They could also be doing more to verifying factual sources and doing their best to help educate their audiences to keep everyone safe and educated, because we're never going to be able to stop misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech. It's been around since before social media, and it will continue to thrive on after. So I think just doing their best to kind of promote credible sources and people you can trust when it comes to information, like the vaccine or anything that could be potentially harmful. So I just think that's extremely important. Platforms should outline specific expectations for their platforms to ensure the safety of all. And there will always be people trying to instigate and incite violence on whatever platform they are, but they should be doing more to mediate some of these outliers, right? Will it be enough? No. Unfortunately, we live in a democratic society where we like to value free speech extremely high. So like I said, it'll live on, and unfortunately, we're at risk because we do value free speech quite highly, and it'll always be there. But we can at least teach people how to navigate around it, and we can create deterrence for spreading disinformation. The question then becomes, how do you know? How do you know what's disinformation and what's misinformation? And who should we hold accountable? I hope you enjoyed this video. It's very quick and simple. I really enjoyed listening to your lectures, and I found you very personable. So I just kind of wanted to reciprocate that. I hope everything is going well in your life, and I wish you the best. Take care, and bye.